Everybody, I just wanted to pop on really quick to say, hey, we are all okay. This horrible event, this massacre that happened last night in Las Vegas, we woke up to that. My sweet friend Julie from Living Large on Lifetime gave me a text early this morning just to see if we were okay, and that really meant a lot. That was very special. And we started finding out more and more about what happened last night. There was a terrible event that happened. Many people were killed and many other people hurt, and our hearts break and go out to everybody who was affected, and we're praying for them. And it's very shocking when something like this happens, and it happens really close to home. You know, even though we don't live on the Strip, we people who live in Vegas, we're here because of the the commerce here. So many of us work, have jobs that take us, our own personal business takes us in and out of the Strip all the time. And we have many friends who are down there. They're dealers, they're servers, we have friends that come to town, all these poor people that came to town to get out of the normalcy of life and to have a little break, couldn't foresee something like this happening, something as terrible as this. We're really grateful that the local law enforcement acted as quickly as they did to, apprehend the suspect or the person that did this, and I don't know if they've caught all of the people of interest that they were looking for. We're still waiting to see what's happened, but we're still finding out. We did have some friends that were down there last night. Some of them are okay, and there's a couple that are still out there that we're not quite sure about, but anyway, when something like this happens, it's easy to really give in to fear and letting that run amok in your life. And first thing I thought of this morning was, I just don't want to be around crowds, anymore. You don't want to be around people. You can start to really let fear take over your life, and you can't live that way. You can't live with that kind of terrorism, which is what this, I think really was. Of course, it's some sort of, it was a terrorism activity, whether it was domestic or not. I mean, it was a horrible thing that happened. But I'm a believer in Christ, and one of the I hold that belief very dear and near to my heart. And one of the things that the Bible teaches us is that, for those of us who put all of our faith in Christ, is that, He tells us not to fear not. And the reason why He says that is because He knows that, number one, it's human instinct to fear. There's a certain amount of fear that is healthy to have, but it can easily get out of bounds because of our circumstances and because of the things that are around us and the things that happen. And so we need to constantly keep that in the forefront of our mind. So one of the scriptures that popped into my mind this morning was Psalm 23, and the area that deals with, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And these are the scriptures that go through your mind, at times like this. And they're very calming and they're very helpful. So anyway, just wanted to share that with those of you that were out there, that were, those of you who are were worried about us and concerned. Our immediate family is okay. We do have friends out there still that we're waiting to hear from, so please pray for them and pray for everybody that is was involved and that is involved, and also for their families while we work through this terrible tragedy. All right. Thanks so much. I love you guys a lot, and I will check in with you later with another video. All right, see ya.